This week on OSRL,
we work to get the remaining roofing on our house, and a dangerous visitor hides out on our property.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Domestead. Now, if you're new here, my wife and I were building our own home off-grid here in the Arizona desert. But if you caught our last video, then you know we're making excellent progress on our roof. Now, we're under the gun. We got rains coming, and we got to get this roof done as quickly as possible. So I'm under the gun. I got to start getting some panels up. You know, nothing to it but to do it. I have got to get started. All right, y'all, let's get to work. So one of the first things I got to do out here is I got to get these panels ready. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that we were gifted some 12-foot metal panels a while back, and those have been absolutely indispensable. I used a bunch of them for that north-hand side of the roof. I'll need these panels for that top roof as well, but the 12-foot length is way too big. So we got quite a few panels, and each of these will have to be cut in half. I also bought some panels a while back, and those are good to go at 6 foot. So I just got to cut these down real quick, then we can start putting them up on top. All right, so I got all those sheets cut. Just kind of sweeped them off a little bit, got them cut, and they're ready to put up. The last time I put these metal panels up, I kind of took a lot of time to kind of wipe them down, mop them off, and they still kind of ended up kind of dirty anyway. So I might just kind of wipe these down a little bit with a cloth, then stick them up there. So, you know, it's kind of windy, so just going to do it one at a time and just string them across. Yeah, we've had javelina out here quite a bit. Usually, you know, they come around kind of late at night, maybe early in the morning or something like that. Then they're usually not a problem. This one was kind of a problem. Yuvi and I discovered it in the morning, and then it just decided to camp out underneath the trailer. And it just decided to make it its little home for a little while. It got kind of comfortable under there. And every time Yuvia came out, she was not happy with it. She just would not, well, you know, it's a dog, you know. They want these animals out of there. But, you know, javelina can be very dangerous if you're not careful.
For anyone that's not familiar with what a javelina is, it kind of looks like a wild pig.
But it is not a pig.
Yeah, it's a type of peccary. Like a lot of other pig-like creatures, they have tusks, and their tusks are on the top and bottom. So they got these big, sharp teeth. So
they can do a lot of damage. So it's best to enjoy javelina from a distance.
Yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to do that.
Yeah, set up camp there. And then, you know, obviously Yuvia wouldn't leave it alone. So, you know, we had to keep her away from the javelina as well as try and get that javelina out of there. And those things don't scare very easily, too. I mean, I took that 22 and just kind of shot near it. Didn't phase it at all.
We tried high-pitched noises.
Spraying it with water.
It just kind of drank the water.
And then eventually it just got bored or something and decided to leave on its own. I don't know.
Kind of in the evening, it finally came out, and then it just kind of slowly wandered off.
It's just sauntered away, not a care in the world. But we do have to probably close off that trailer, get some more wire around there or something like that. We kind of put some wire around there so if it did sneak out, we could just wrap all the wire around there so it couldn't get back in. Hopefully that's the last we see of that guy. Taking Yuvia for her morning walk. I feel a bunch of moisture in the air. Definitely does feel like it could be raining soon. I don't know if it will rain. It just, but definitely feels like there is a lot more moisture in the air this morning. It is possible that we could get some rain, maybe coming up in a couple of days. So I don't know. And but I do smell smoke. And there are fires going just about all around here. Some fires in Mexico, some fires in New Mexico. And, it's just that time of year. Got to be careful because right now it's still really dry until the rains do come. Now, good morning. Now, because of the javelina issue yesterday, I didn't actually get that far with putting up the panels. Not even halfway on that one side. But I do think I've developed a nice little strategy up there. So that's been working pretty well. So maybe it'll go a little faster today. But it's very cloudy out. We could be getting some rain today. There's at least a 50% chance. So we'll just have to roll with it. I'm going to literally be putting up the roof while the rain's coming down. All right. No time to lose. Woo! It's hot out here. Actually, it's probably mid 80s, probably heading to the high 80s, and temperatures are still like fairly nice, but man, it's hot up here. My sympathies to all the roofers. Jeez. All right, one more panel. All right, well, I'm making a lot more progress today. Got that whole side finished here, and it's almost about lunchtime, but I'll start prepping some materials for the next side, and we'll get started on that right away. I had one extra panel from these panels that I cut, but I'm going to get started with the new panels and see how far that goes. I don't want to, if I don't have to mix up the two panels, then I won't. But making good progress. So after lunch, no rain yet. I'm going to get things set up to start on the other side. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, east to west, west to east, but I think I am going to go just the same pattern as I did last time. Start over toward the dome and then work my way to the opposite end. So get things moved over, get started, and we'll see how far I can get. Hopefully I can get this south side done. That'd be exciting. I got my first panel up on this side, but the winds are really picking up. My ladder outside here fell over. That's no good when you're up on the roof and your ladders are falling over. So I'm gonna have to wait and see if we are gonna get some rain, but for sure the winds have to die down. I'm already feeling drops, so we're gonna have to hold off on this for now. But it's all right, no shame in this game, man. I got a decent amount done. hopefully I can keep pushing forward, but the rains are here. The rains are definitely here. All right, so it's a little windy to be putting up those panels, but we are going to try something here. You know, it's getting a little stuffy in the dome. Temps are around 85 degrees in here, but the temps are really cooling down outside. So we're going to see if we can increase the airflow by opening up the top vents. I brought in the ladder, and Jess is going to be the one to open up those vents. You ready? Go ahead. Ruby, this isn't petting time. This is vent time. Can you feel the air?
Yeah, is there blowing out?
Blowing in or blowing out?
Blowing in.
In.
This might be blowing out.
Really?
It's going out. Yes.
So what's the? Are they all blowing out except the one?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Interesting. So let's see if that helps bring in the air. I see you. Well, this side seems steeper than the other side, and so Jess is a better climber than me, so she's hitting that top row. All right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for your help up there. I think these winds are just a little too unpredictable. The winds had calmed down. I'm like, let's get up there, try to put some more panels up, but then the winds picked up again, so I think it might be best to wait till tomorrow. And honestly, we could get rain at any minute. So, there's always tomorrow. You know, there's a good possibility it could rain today. Already looks like it's kind of raining over to the east. Yeah, I don't know if that means anything here, but you can feel the moisture in the atmosphere. For the past couple of days, you could feel the moisture. You know, it's like on days like this, I even talk to our neighbors, and it's like, seems like it's raining all around, but doesn't quite hit you. But we'll see. Again, it's like a 50% chance it could rain today. If it does happen, it's going to happen probably maybe in the afternoon. But we'll see how this goes. Taking Yuvia for her morning walk. I can't forget that. We got to do that every day. She enjoys it. You enjoy it? Well, good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful morning out here again. Lots of clouds in the sky. Now, we didn't get any rain yesterday, but those winds were crazy, very unpredictable. So it's not like I could do much up there. But we did get a couple panels up. I would have liked to have gotten more. But you know what? I did quite a few panels yesterday before lunch. So maybe I can get this done today. Cross your fingers. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to enlist Jess's help in order to knock this out. But I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to get this roof on.
I'm getting ready to put plaster on this wall over here. And there's just a couple things I want to do to the wall before I start with the plaster. First off, I'm going to put this strip of burlap fabric along the top by that wooden board. This is going to help bridge the gap between the wood and the cob, because the cob tends to pull away from anything that is not cob when it's drying and it shrinks. Now I'm going to make a mixture of mud and glue that I can apply to the burlap. And this will create a nice base to put more cob over and kind of help the burlap to adhere to the wood as well.
I just got one more panel to put up. Oh, it's crazy how far I've come. Didn't take me too much longer than the other day, but it's exciting. It's just incredible to see the top finally go over this thing. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. I can't wait till the roof is fully on. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, we got a little bit more shade now. I had my doubts. I did not think that I'd get all these panels up, but here we are. I think 30 panels all together. It's nice to have a little bit extra shade in here. Mm-hmm. Well, we are slowly getting this closed off. Man, getting that metal up there, finally, it's looking fantastic. I'm really happy with the way they came out. So we're just that much more closed off. Of course, I still got to put a ridge cap up at the top, and then it's time to put a roof over the greenhouse portion. So we're getting there. One section of roof left to go? Something like that, man.
I was nervous about this part. You know, it's at the very top, and it seemed kind of tricky. you know, attaching it to the boards and making sure that it got where it needed to be. Plus, like the slope on there is kind of steep.
This is exciting. I can't believe it. It's just, man, I see those panels up there, and it provides so much extra shade around here. We're getting closed off, which is amazing to see, and it just helps keep some of that morning sun out of the dome, so that gets a little cooler, and ultimately it's a lot more comfortable. So, you know, I don't really think we're going to beat these rains. I think rains are still going to come in here a bit, so we got to probably be a little cautious about that. But I mean, we are very close to having it sealed off before the heavy monsoon gets to get here.
Yeah, and we got the majority of it.
The majority is done. The majority is done. So we just got to move along on that greenhouse section, and we should be all good. Woo, exciting times. All right, y'all. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up for getting the roof on, and we'll catch you in the next video, y'all. Bye.